Crabman from Crabman Gaming here, and today I am playing Cricket Captain 2020, and it will be the second test match between Australia and India. Now in Cricket Captain, Australia drew with India in the first test, a strong batting performance, but in real life, we know what happened. Australia won by 8 wickets, India 244 and 36, scarcely believable, and Australia 191 and 2 for 93. Lots of changes into the Indian lineup, which I will mirror here. 4 changes. Australia are going in unchanged. Warner is still unfit. Bukowski is still unfit. Burns and Wade will open. It's the exact same team as Adelaide, and we've moved to Melbourne here at the MCG. So we'll click continue. Let's have a quick look at the conditions. Perfect. Then we can pick the Indian side. Plenty to talk about. Virat Kohli has returned home for the birth of his first child, I believe. So the side will be captained by Ajinkya Rahane. So he will be the captain. At the top of the order, Prithvi Shaw has been replaced by Shubman Gill on debut. So Agarwal will open with Gill. Pujara is the vice-captain at 3. Rahane is at 4. Vihari will bat 5. At 6, they have swapped wicket keepers. Let's make this easier. Wriddhiman Saha is replaced by Rishabh Pant, who will wicket keep in a move I really like. Jadeja comes in at 7. Jadeja, Ravichandran Ashwin at 8. Umush Yadav still at 9. Unfortunately, Mohammed Siraj suffered a broken arm at the hands of Pat Cummins, so he is out for the series, and Mohammed Siraj will make his debut, batting at 10. So some pretty good first-class stats for Siraj, 23.01. And that's the Indian lineup. 4 changes. In come Gill, Pant, Jadeja, and Siraj. Can they bounce back from Adelaide? You're about to find out. Alright, let's have a look at the toss. Australia to call. Australia going to call heads. Australia won the toss and will bat. That mirrors the test. Has just begun here, where I am in Australia, and another very, very hot day. So apologies if you can hear the fan in the background. It has been 40, 40, 40 over the past 3 days. And that was my water making a weird noise. Anyway, let's kick it off. First 20 overs with 4s, wickets and chances. Joe Burns, he's opening the batting with Matthew Wade, and the game's only been on for about half an hour. Joe Burns already out for a duck. Let's see if he can fare better in Cricket Captain 2020. Bumrah to Burns, outside the line. Punches one down the ground to get off the mark, and Australia none for 4. I am doing it the Australian way. We are in Australia. So Bumrah and Yadav opening the bowling. Siraj will come on. First change. Wade whips one down the ground. Looking confident early. The real debate is, when Warner is fit, who does he come in for? If Burns makes some runs, it's hard. It may be Matthew Wade. Could be Travis Head. Could be Green. Although then they're back to 4 specialist bowlers. So it'd be really interesting. Now, I do expect this to be a high-scoring match. As Wade plays another one away. I should have bowling on because you can see the batting over here. It is perfect bounce. The pitch is very good. The outfield's very fast. The light's good. The sun's out. There's no chance of rain. This could be another 500 apiece inning. Siraj comes on for his first over of Test cricket and is dispatched down the ground by Joe Burns. Ajinkya Rahane is going to have a sneaky over. I explain this every time. They won't bowl spin before the 15th over. It's just how the game is programmed, which is a little bit annoying. They've fixed that in the T20 games now. Oh no, that's run out. That is run out. Joe Burns. He's turned on the barbecue and cooked Matthew Wade. And he is out, like Virat Kohli in the first test match. Was batting beautifully on 74. And then there was a horrible run out. And the same thing almost happened to Steve Smith. Wade's gone for 15. In comes Marnus Labuschagne. Current test average 66.76. Made a beautiful 192 in the first game. And I do explain this each time as well as Jadeja and Ashwin come on. Siraj, just the 2 overs. The Afrikaans pronunciation is Labuschagne, and the Australian pronunciation is Labuschagne, but I always think you should try and pronounce people's names correctly. As Labuschagne rocks off the back foot, punches Ashwin through point for 4. Alright, how many overs? 20 overs, and then we'll turn highlights off. We'll just keep wickets on. Go a bit quicker. Siraj is back on for his second spell. Teasing the outside edge. Ashwin to Burns. Big fan of Ravichandran Ashwin, especially in Test cricket. Very, very valuable. Really turned the game with his 455 in the first innings. And really only some disappointing fielding from India let Australia get to 191 with a magnificent 73 from Tim Paine with the tail. Just allowed Australia back into the game. Momentum is an incredible thing. Is this another run out? No, Joe Burns gets a move on. 1 for 77. Lunch on day 1. 1 for 85. I'm expecting this to be a high scoring contest. Burns makes 50. Let's have a little watch. Sometimes I miss the milestones because they're easy to miss. Just pushes one to backward point for a single. You don't even see him raise the bat. But that's okay. Labuschagne going well. No wickets from the bowlers yet. Just a run out. Joe Burns pushing on. No real rush, these two. Run rate just under 3. Might crank it up a little bit. Get a bit of a move on. Oh, that looks close. Passing the outside edge. Down to 1 slip, the Indians. Ashwin, I'm not sure why Jadeja hasn't bowled a little bit more. Already 18 overs for Ashwin and just 1 for Jadeja. Very strange indeed. This game can throw up some weird things sometimes. That's T on day 1. Australia going along quite slowly. 83 for Burns, 56 for Labuschagne. Well, I think if you're going that slowly, we need to speed up a little bit. Marnus does bat. He's not the most aggressive. Bumrah searching for a wicket. New ball is available at 80 overs. Sometimes teams tend to take it about 82, 84, so you can have half an hour with the new ball, and then the ball is fairly new. I'm really surprised why Jadeja is not bowling more. If you look at his test record, oh, Labuschagne is close. 213 wickets at 24. And there's years here where he's not too many last year, or the year before, but it's only at 23. I remember there was a year he got nearly 100 wickets. We did play in India a lot. All right, he's back on. Here's my man, Jadeja. Oh, that's gone the other way. It's a wrong un. And that is plum. That's why Jadeja should have been bowling earlier. Let's hit him in front of middle and off. Labuschagne's on his way for a pretty slow 66 of 179. 4 hours at the crease. In comes Steve Smith, average of 62.79. He's just going to watch a few early. Ashwin to Smith. Oh, it's got a short leg. Smith's gone early. This is a game changer here between Jadeja and Ashwin. Steve Smith has departed for a duck off just 3 deliveries. In comes Travis Head. Ashwin's on fire. Travis Head. Thought there was a little inside edge. Joe Burns. I missed his 100. Sorry, Joe Burns. Oh, I'm sorry. I call for this every time. You should be able to have low chances, and then that also should play milestones like 50s and 100s as well, because there's a lot going on when you're commentating, watching. I'm not sure if over the wicket is the best. You should probably be bowling around the wicket, trying to spin the ball away from the left-hander. India have taken the new balls. A little bit surprising. Thought maybe they would have held that off for a couple of overs, but Burns is batted beautifully. I think that's his 5th Test century. It is 5th Test century for Joe Burns. Definitely not replicating the real life game as he got out for a duck. Nearly at the end of day 1. Heads finding some form and the boundary. The end of day one, 3 for 249. Australia a little bit slow. Joe Burns batted the entire day, 126 off 292 balls. Head got a move on late. Jadeja, I'm not sure why he didn't bowl more. Ashwin was tidy. Everyone was tidy. Good partnership between Burns and Labuschagne, and the worm was just solid all the way through the day. Alright, we might be a little bit more aggressive here, really push for a few results. Let's just turn highlights on for 6 overs today. Head just late cuts Bumrah. Burns is looking really good. Remember, it is just a game. Oh, he's got a short leg. The commentators curse on him. He was looking really good. He's gone for 139. Great innings from Joe Burns. In comes Cameron Green. Playing his second test match. Made his debut in the Adelaide Test. Here he is at the magnificent MCG on Boxing Day. Ashwin still puzzlingly bowling around the wicket. But it's worked. He's popped one up to short leg. And Ashwin is bringing India back into this match. 5 for 276. Australia were 1 for 192. Let's just put chances on now. Tim Paine, the captain's in. How many did he get in the first test? A couple of 20 odds. This game can change very quickly. It's just beating the outside edge. But Yadav's bowling with Ashwin. He's going to bowl a lot of overs, Ashwin. Round the wicket. That's an interesting tactic. Very interesting indeed. Paine and Green. Just edging out. It's been a lot of overs bowled. Nearly 120. Australia should probably be a little bit more aggressive. Paine stands down the wicket. Pants whips the bails off. And Paine has gone for another 20 odd. He's out for 25. In comes Pat Cummins. I don't know why his aggression here set to very defensive. His strike rate of 40 in test matches. That's not that defensive. Alright, the big green machine. Get a move on. Siraj, he's hunting for his first wicket. They look like they could be all going to Ashwin here. Just outside the line of the off-stump. Lunch on day 2. 6 for 351. Oh, that was a big over. My goodness, who was that? I don't know how to... Oh, here. It's a bit different on my phone. I'm used to playing on my phone. That was Yadav. So 16 off that over from Yadav. That was a big over. Gone for 100. Ashwin's gone for 100, but 42 overs and 3 wickets is pretty good. Cummins has cut one a second slip. Bumrah gets on the board. It's gone for 18. Starc, the big bomber. Cameron Green's made 50 as well. I've missed that. His first 50. It's all happening here. The tension, the drama, the buzz, the atmosphere. It's the MCG. It's all happening. Bumrah to Starc. He's clean through Starc for just 5. Green's going to be a little bit more aggressive with the tail in. Lyon and then Hazlewood. Lyon loves to sweep the ball. Ashwin looking for another wicket or two. Oh, dropped at first slip. Who was it? Oh no, it's not the same field. Who's at first slip? Oh, Vihari. What are you doing, Vihari? Australia pushing on. Remember, India scored 500 in the first test, in the cricket captain first test. Why isn't Jadeja on more? So frustrating. Nathan Lyon doing an excellent job. Green's closing in on his 100. Oh, there it is. Magnificent 100 from Cameron Green in just his second test match. What a superstar this young man is going to be. All 200 centimetres of him. Raise the bat. Get it up there. From Scotch College in Perth. 100 of 155 balls. Lyon supporting well. This has been a magnificent partnership of 66 runs. Lyon's chip one to short leg. And what can Josh Hazlewood do? Green's going to retain the strike. Try and farm the strike and be a little bit more aggressive. Oh, Jadeja's finally on again. Oh, look at that, a wicket. How interesting. Been calling for Jadeja the whole time. Green departs for 106, and that's the end of the Australian innings on 468. Bumrah 3 for 95, bowled well. Yadav was a bit expensive. Siraj couldn't get a wicket in his debut innings. Ashwin toiled away 50 overs, 3 for 140, and Jadeja surprisingly underbowled 9.5 overs, 2 for 45. I don't know why he wasn't on earlier. The Australian innings, 139 from Joe Burns, 66 Labuschagne, Green 106, and a few contributions elsewhere. A duck for Steve Smith. The most surprising, but the pitch still looks good. So we'll turn fours and chances on for the first 20 overs. Agarwal facing the first. Shubman Gill on debut. Gets off the mark before tea. None for 5. Hazlewood 3 slips. Now Gill, very expensive. He's got a great first class average, 73.9. 700s. He can take the game away from you very quickly. When I've played this before, this is why I quite like this Indian side, is Gill is aggressive. Generally, Rohit Sharma's in here as well, and Pant's aggressive. And who else do they usually have who's quite aggressive? Or usually have Kohli in there as well, which helps. And India can put on some really big scores really quickly. Gill showing you why he's picked in the teams. Already going at a run of ball in the tour match. I think he smashed 40 off about 25 balls. He's 29 from 25. Gonna have to think of a bowling change. Hazlewood comes off for Pat Cummins. Great average, 22.44. Let's get the big green machine on for a couple. Then Lyon can come into the attack. Whipped through the onside. Gill is on absolute fire. 39 from 38. Alright, just a little spell from green. Let's get Lyon in, probing towards the end of day 2. Beautiful shot down the ground. Nice sweep shot from Gill. Is that his 50? That is his 50. 50 off 55 deliveries. What a superstar. Agarwal just happy to hang in and support. Whip down the ground himself. Alright, let's just turn chances on, otherwise these videos go forever. Got to get Hazlewood back into the attack. Almost have to move the field back for Gill. Nah, still be aggressive. 6 from Agarwal. He's making his own case. Alright, Lyon's off. We're going to have to get Starc in. There's 4 overs left of the day, and Cummins. Got to stay aggressive. It's the end of day 2. India, a magnificent start. None for 132. Gill batting well, and Agarwal, great support. I told you this Indian team can make well over 500. Could be like when they play at home and England was scoring 400 to 500 and India was scoring 700 almost every time. Alright, let's keep Starc on. Let's have Starc on. There's a bit of cloud around, bit of swing for the ball. Not the first wicket. Still keeping 2 slips in. Oh, there we go. There's the first wicket. Cummins takes Agarwal's edge. He's on his way for 71. Pujara comes in. The wall. Chesteshwar Pujara. Batted for 31 hours in the previous series between India and Australia. In Australia, Australia could not get him out. Just such a surprise to see him go for a duck in the first test match in the second innings. Keep Cummins on. Alright, let's get Hazlewood on. Alright, let's get Lyon back on. Green can rotate in after. Oh, Gill 125. It's happened so fast I haven't even noticed. I think I have to start putting the field out for him. I often miss these milestones because I'm looking at bowlers, I'm looking at the runs. Can get a bit challenging. Hazlewood, let's get the big green machine on. Let's try defensive and short. Lyon still probing. Alright, that hasn't worked, so let's get Labuschagne in. Why not? Green to Gill hasn't worked. Alright, final over. Let's get Smith on. Smith to Pujara. Oh, I thought it was going to be a wicket. 1 for 244. Australia cannot find a way to remove the debutant Shubman Gill. 135 of 177 deliveries. He is absolutely flying. Josh Hazlewood has been smashed all over the park. I think we just got to be defensive and wait for Gill to get himself out now. Let's get Pat Cummins in. Australia only ahead by 200. Damn leg side. Why was that a highlight? It was horrible. Alright, get Starc in. New ball due in. Hang on, I want Cummins to bowl one more. Is it the right move? It is. He's hit Pujara on the pad. The wall is gone. The new wall. Rahul Dravid was the wall. Pujara's the new wall. Gone for 46. Rahane's in. Ajinkya Rahane, the Indian captain. Oh, I thought that was a little tickle on the glove. Still being very aggressive. Very good to see. Very exciting. Alright, Starc will go out. Lyon will come back on, probing for a 5-over spell. We'll get Starc and Hazlewood with the new ball. Let's get Green on. That's his job. Green to Gill. Oh, not out. Australia just cannot seem to find a way to remove Gill. Is this it? It is. The big green machine has done a great job. India now 3 for 300. What a innings on debut from Shubman Gill. 155 off 231 deliveries. India still a lot of work to do to reach Australia's score. But I did tell you it was going to be a high-scoring encounter. And Green, well, that is his first wicket in Test cricket. Didn't get one in the first match. Vihari is in. The new ball is imminent. Yes, take the new ball straight away. And Hazlewood it will be with the new ball. Hazlewood and Starc. Cummins will probably get 1 or 2 here before tea. Let's get Cummins in. India 3 for 333. This is a run fest heading towards the end of day 3. It's lots of threes. Okay, we'll keep Cummins on. And no, we'll get Starc on, I think. Get Starc on for a little bit. Starc on for a few. Starc has taken a couple. Well, Cummins has taken a couple. Let's get Lyon back on. Probably under-bowled a little bit, Lyon. Green can come back on for a few. It's just rotating the bowlers. Seems to be no end to this Indian innings. It's not out. Alright, Green's had a couple. Let's go back to Hazlewood. Hazlewood to Rahane. Beats the outside edge. Still keeping 2 slips in, wanting to be quite aggressive. Lyon's doing nothing. Let's get Starc on. Oh, Vihari. Oh, dropped. Terrible for the Australians. 3 for 400. India march on and on and on. Absolute run fest. Holds on to it this time. Well done, Matty Wade. Dropped it the previous over. Redeems himself. And Ajinkya Rahane, the Indian captain, departs for 83. Magnificent innings. Look at all these runs. The lowest score, 46 currently. Rishabh Pant comes in and he is very, very aggressive indeed. First class strike rate of 84.7, which is ridiculous. Oh, bit of dark cloud. Can Australia get another wicket or two before the end of the day? Starc's got one inside edge from Vihari. He's off for 52. And Australia lead by 46. India 5 down. Out comes Jadeja, average of 35. What a player. You've got Ravichandran Ashwin coming out next, who has 4 test centuries. Oh, it's just hit him outside the line. Hazlewood to Pant. Ooh, that was close. Starc's good with this cloud cover. Swings the ball. He's got through Pant. That is a very important wicket. Pant gone for 6. Ashwin comes in. Average of 28. We'll get Pat Cummins in. Get an aggressive field. Oh, he's been hit for some runs. Last over of the day. Cummins has got Ashwin, caught it short leg. Now, unlike real life, the game doesn't end there if there's a few balls left. So Yadav has to come out. Full aggression. 4 balls. Can he survive 4 balls? He's gone first ball. Pat Cummins is on a hat-trick. Australia fighting back. India 8 for 448. We'll watch the last 3 balls of the day. Paddy Cummins on a hat-trick. Mohammed Siraj on debut. Average of just 7.69. A fired-up MCG. They're going crazy. Let's see what happens. Oh, just blocks it. It was on middle stump. Now, can he survive the day? That is the end of day 3. Looking pretty even with 2 days to go. We'll need a blast from the Australians to set India something to chase. Otherwise, it looks like it could be a draw. Jadeja's still in though, so if Siraj can hang around with him, they can get a good score. 4 for Cummins. Scores are tied. India lead by 12 runs. Jadeja nearly a run a ball. Siraj is gone. That is plumb in front. No doubt about that one. Siraj goes for 4. Hung around for half an hour, putting on 42 runs. Bumrah averaging 3.09. Cummins traps him on the pads. He's taken 6. India all out for 480. Bumrah didn't last long. And India lead by 12 runs. 6 for 106 for Pat Cummins. That is not his best bowling, but a good 6-wicket haul on Boxing Day in the Boxing Day Test. Magnificent top order batting from the Indians. 155 from Shubman Gill on debut. 71 from Agarwal. Chesteshwar Pujara, 46. The captain, Rahane, 83. 52 from Vihari. And a rapid 42 not out from Jadeja, my man, my favourite Indian player. Leaves India ahead by 12 with 2 days to go. I'm just going to put highlights on for the first 10 overs. Australia going to look to be a little bit more aggressive to try and set up the chance of a result on day 5. Wade's gone. Yadav gets a wicket. Labuschagne comes in. I like this aggressive field from India. Lots of people catching on the leg side. Look at all these catches. Just outside the outside edge. Beautifully played through the onside. This is what we want to see. Lots of boundaries. Lots of exciting cricket. Joe Burns, can he back up his magnificent century in the first innings? Around the wicket. Bumrah to Labuschagne. Cuts it between point and gully. Oh no, not another run out. Joe Burns, what have you done? Oh, that's close. Just snuck home. Might have to work on his running at training. Labuschagne pulls one away. We've got 2 more overs of highlights. Oh, that's out. Labuschagne's gone. Clean bowled by Bumrah. 26 off 21. He was very aggressive. Steve Smith. It's not him, it's Burns. He's whipped it away. One more over of highlights. What can Steve Smith do in the second innings? Siraj is on, looking for a wicket. Oh, right. Why did I turn that off? Whoops, that's the wrong highlight. You can't click out of the highlights either until the ball comes out of the bowler's hand, see? Oh, it's as plumb as they come. Full and straight on middle and off. Burns is gone. Australia have to be careful. No, that's the wrong highlights. Australia have to be careful not to get bowled out too cheaply. Well, that is lunch on day 4. But look to be aggressive as well. Make a game of it. Make it exciting. Big 6 from Travis Head. I think Ashwin's going to bowl a lot of overs. The pitch starting to deteriorate on day 4. Ah, Smith's caught behind off Yadav. 34 comes Green. It's much poise. If India get a couple of quick wickets right on top, Australia probably want to set... Where's Jadeja? Probably want to set India about 300. And probably just under a day to feel safe. That's pitched outside leg. Jadeja's on again. Yes, my man Jadeja. Probing away despite not bowling around the wicket for some reason. Siraj still looking for that first wicket. There's T on day 4. Let's be a little bit more aggressive. Head's batted really, really well. To look to take on Ashwin here. I wonder what's a safe target. I don't think Australia can declare before the close of play. That would be ideal. Ashwin's taken the top of Head stump. Oh, I missed his century again. 102 for Travis Head. Well done indeed. Tim Paine is in. 215. Oh, Paine gone for a golden duck. Australia need to hold on here. They need to hold on. This is not a safe score, just over 200. Need the tail to work hard. They're working hard. I don't know why they took Jadeja off. Cameron Green, another 50. Well done after his century in the first innings. Jadeja's back on. He's my man. Green's going to go after him. 7 overs for 6. Going to go poised into day 5. Speaks the outside edge. Ashwin to Cummins. Oh, dropped at first slip. Who was there? That's a huge moment in this game. India have taken the new ball. It's the end of day 4. There's one day to go. How many? How many can India chase? How many do Australia want to get ahead? Oh, that's out. Cummins is gone. Australia probably look to declare. Oh, that's out if they don't get out. With an hour to go in this session. These are some valuable runs. Alright. The declaration is close. Australia looking to get some quick runs before the declaration. Wickets don't matter too much now. And that will bring about the declaration. 309 ahead. India have the batters to chase this down in 2.5 sessions. Let's get highlights on Hazlewood to Agarwal. Which way is this test going to go? Australia, India, or a second draw? Dropped. That is not good for Australia. Sorry, my bias coming through a little bit. Gill is very dangerous. Playing with freedom. Agarwal whips one through. 292 to win. Probably is a step too far. That is a great catch. Steve Smith hangs on to Agarwal. This is where you can get caught out if you bat too aggressively. You can find yourself 3 or 4 down very quickly, still with 4 hours to bat. Or you can get away from your opposition very quickly, scoring at 5 and over. Oh, Pujara on fire. I think as long as Gill is there, ooh, gee, India have a really big chance. This could go down to the wire. Oh, that's gone. Hazlewood's bowled Pujara. But Gill is still in. You've got Rahane, you've got Pant to come, Jadeja. You've got Rahane. He's come in, he's looking to be aggressive. Whoops, why did I bowl? Bowled him one too many. In comes Cummins. And a no ball. Another boundary. Well, India have gone at 6 and over. Very interesting. They need 240 in 2 sessions. Feeling a bit sweaty. Just going to give Hazlewood a couple. Just turn the highlights off for now. Oh, that's out. Gill's gone. That's a huge moment in this game. Vihari comes out to the middle to face the music. Australia still searching for these wickets. It's good to see both sides still trying to win the game. Oh, Lyon has been dispatched. Green's got through Vihari for his second test wicket. I love the way India are continuing to be aggressive. Australia are keeping Lyon on. He's gone for a few. He's gone for 7 and over. Alright, Starc is in. I just have this feeling this game is going down to the wire. Let's get Hazlewood back on actually, just for a couple. Closing in on T. On day 5. 1 wicket, 1 burst. I think that's just going to hit leg stump. India can't believe it. The Indian captain can't believe it. It has just glanced the leg stump. And that is a huge decision in the context of this match. Umpire's call on the leg stump. Rahane's gone. 152 still to win. All 3 results still possible. 140. It's probably going to be about 110 in the last session. But for how many wickets? Cummins is back in. Probably want Lyon in against the 2 left-handers. That is what's going to happen just before the tea break. 109 to win. This is a huge last session. Australia need 5 wickets. India need 101 runs. The draw still a possibility. Bright sunshine. Who are Australia going to turn to? Starc? And maybe Hazlewood just for 2. India whittling down these runs. Oh, inside edge for Jadeja. I'm turning all the highlights on now. It's 4s all the way. Lyon's got to come on and bowl. It's his job on day 5. It's his spinner's job. I thought that was nearly an outside edge. Played away. Bit of a misfield. India look to be closing in. It's just 62 to win. I don't think it's going to be a draw. There's too much time left. Line needs to be the key. It's a miss, swept off middle stump. Line to Pant. Not a run out. Could be Pant's 50. And it is off just 51 deliveries. 52 to win from India. Beautifully played into the offside. Might have to give Green a couple. What can he do? It's hit him just outside the line. Punished for 4 again. Just 40 to win from India. 41. This has been a huge partnership. It's been 115 runs. I think Australia need to get Hazlewood and Cummins on the two best bowlers. Still have to be aggressive. They have to take wickets. It's whipped through the onside. It's fading away from the Australians. There's another 4. Just 26 now to win. Pat Cummins is on. What can he do? Is this a run-out chance? India get through. 22 to win. There's still an hour of play. Cut for 4. India are on the march. There's a wicket just to change things really late on. Cummins bowls Jadeja for a brilliant 67. Jadeja is the man. He is absolutely the man. Pant has been excellent. I was very worried about Pant's batting. Pant and Gill. Very aggressive indeed. 14 to win. I'm keeping the field up. Short ball dabbed away for 4. Just 7 to win. Probably should have done this earlier. Made a better third man. Just 3 to win for India. Those are the winning runs. India have won the second test match. 42 minutes to go. Australia declared. 468 Australia. Let's get to the match summary. What an incredible match. Australia 468 looked in complete control. Burns 139, Green 100. But then India replied with 480 and the top order did a magnificent job. 155 from Gill, 83 from Rahane. Second innings, Australia did a pretty good job. 100 from Head. Some late hitting. They thought they'd set India 311, probably in 70 overs. And they came out swinging, and Pant 84 off 85, absolutely brilliant. Jadeja fantastic, Rahane 59. So lots of work for Australia to do. It's a 4-test series. It wouldn't let me pick a 4-test series. So India are 1-0 up in the series after 2 tests. Australia going to have to play well. Quick stats, 300 runs from Labuschagne, 271 from Burns. Starc 10 wickets, and for the there's England. And for the Indians, 299 runs from Pujara and 11 wickets for Bumrah and 11 for Ashwin. Well, it's been Crabman from Crabman Gaming. Have a wonderful day and see you for the 3rd test.